on serious notes,
Okay,
I
okay,
just
okay.
want to ask,
Whoa.
why are you such a bitch?
Oh my god.
That's
That-
so.
Primary school, I wasn't even in the dances A. I
Oh.
was in choir. She's a singer.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you, Tosti. Yeah, thank you.
Ariana Grande for y'all.
What is your current style?
I think now I feel this generation of dancers we have this new thing called choreography.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
it's basically
yes,
like
yes.
because I think we do want to like also like appropriate different genres and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's like I guess a mash of different things. But if I were to describe my style, I would say it's definitely like feminine. I did videos with my girlfriends, like my best friends,
Yes.
Yeah.
and that's when we like started blowing up. Oh my god, my phone is not on silent.
It's okay. She is a busy. Yeah.
Okay, when I say walk a category, that means you just like join that category. That you
Okay.
compete in that category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's different categories like runway. Obviously the most popular one, voguing. But even in voguing, there's different types of voguing. There's
Legit,
There's
Yes.
like
Oh,
Owe.
wow.
There's Vogue Femme, which is what y'all see always.
Yes,
on
yes, yes.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yes.
Vogue Femme, and then now the newest one is New Way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Way.
Tell them
Okay.
what is serving and selling your face.
Serving and selling his face is just serving is obviously serving like yes, but
That's a
selling your
serve.
face
Yes.
is literally like selling it to the judges, like showing them,
Yes.
oh my jawline, oh my lips, oh my eyelashes.
Wow.
my teeth. I mean, this is for the privacy of people because sometimes people live two different lives also, right? So this is a
Yes.
safe space. So sometimes they'll be like everyone in the ball. Not sometimes, like most of the time they'll be like everyone in the ball. Okay, now there's no videotaping. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
nice of the
Yeah,
organizer,
because
yeah.
sex siren is
Love,
really
love.
like you are
Respectful,
selling
huh?
sex.
You're bare.
Yeah.
Selling sex, and you don't have to be
Yes.
naked, but
Yeah.
just selling sex.
Don't call it a comeback. Back, 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 back. My mama said knock you out.
The Old Streets Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the
Old Streets Podcast.
Ladies and gents and everything in between, we have a very special guest today.
Yes.
A very beautiful brown skin Jamaican doll, Dina.
Oh my god, Jamaican. Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, on serious notes,
Okay.
I
Okay,
just
okay.
want to ask,
Whoa.
why are you such a bitch?
Oh my god.
That's so.
That-
No lah, I'm kidding lah.
I'm shocked.
No.
I was ready to walk out.
No, trust and believe. I've seen Dinesh for a little while, right? The videos of him dancing and doing his life basically, and this bitch is so marvelous.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
I
like-
agree. I agree.
I'm like,
Oh my god.
where did this?
How is this? Why is this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Who let him?
Yeah.
I noticed Dinesh actually from TikTok.
Mm.
At
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
I was like, damn, you got style.
Oh, I thought it's damn. She's so noisy.
That
know.
too. But yeah.
But because we're all noisy also, so I really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
But
Can
your
be friends.
style and like, I'm like, oh my god, who is she? So shanty,
She's
man.
your only dog.
Only girl in the world. Yes. Dad, are you okay?
I'm fine. Carry on.
Overwhelmed? Are you overwhelmed
Go ahead.
with
Then-
all the beauty?
A lot of
beauty here.
sensory overload coming in.
Bring out Magnolia Rebose.
Not yet.
If you bring out the podcast, it's about Magnolia. Right?
Oh, cannot.
It's about Dinesh.
Okay.
Let's go.
So Dinesh, tell us, how did you started getting involved in dance actually?
Yes.
Okay, so the really cool thing is my family, everyone's a dancer.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really nice.
I wouldn't say
Sorry.
like.
You need to adjust it a little bit.
Yeah. You know what's the craziest part? It was Ben adjusting.
You got
Carry on.
nervous or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm nervous. Okay, so like everyone in my family is a dancer.
Right.
My
okay.
mom and dad are like street dancers, so like very back in the day. Wow. They'll be like dancing on the streets, and that's how they met. Yeah.
Wow.
Very cool. And then my sister, she was also like competing professionally when she was a kid. Yeah, and then she kind of stopped. She didn't really pursue it.
Okay.
And then after that, so I always like kind of danced already, but not like went for classes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, in primary school, I wasn't even in the dances A. I was in choir. She's a singer.
thank you, Stevie. Yeah, thank you.
Ariana Grande for y'all. Okay, yeah, then I was like outside of school enrichment, like to take classes, and that's when my mom like signed me up, and I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. And then that's when I started to learn how to dance. I think it was like primary 3 or primary 4 around there.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And like through that, then I started doing competitions, started doing like more different styles.
Right.
And then I went to SOTA, which was my secondary school.
Okay.
And that's where I took dance also.
I see.
So that's why I trained even more like ballet, contemporary.
Wow.
Yeah. So through that, and then after that, I mean, like I really knew that dance is what I wanted to do. So even after SOTA, I went to LaSalle and just continued dancing outside also the street dance scene. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So a family of performers, huh?
Yeah.
dancing.
We should have his family over, huh?
Oh!
Wow.
Family edition. Oh my god.
Family
family
edition, huh?
edition.
That sounds nice. actually.
Okay, if you all want a family edition of Dinesh, a family of dances, let us know down in the comments, right?
Yeah. Put it up.
Wow.
Oh my god. So okay, so let's just dive a little bit more into like learning like your current style, because you've learned like all these like contempt and ballet and all that. So what is your current style?
I think now I feel this generation of dancers, we have this new thing called choreography.
Yeah.
Where
Oh,
it's basically
yes,
like
yes.
because I think we don't want to like also like appropriate different genres and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's like I guess a mash of different things. But if I were to describe my style, I would say it's definitely like feminine, a mix of obviously there's Vogue influence because I'm in the ballroom scene. Wow.
Oh my god, love.
Yeah. Definitely hip hop because I started with hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, there's I feel also like contemporary influence. Like I don't mind being more abstract and like trying to look weird. I don't care. Yeah. Definitely that. So I try to infuse all that.
Oh, nice.
So like, what are the crews
Yes.
have you danced with, or like choreographers that you have danced with?
So I was in a crew when I was a kid. We
Oh.
called Sugar Rush Crew.
So cute, Sugar Rush.
Wait, I remember. Oh my god, now I remember. Yes. Sugar Rush, yes.
I thought starting to remember.
I don't like that. Like, I'm not that.
Yeah, you're not.
The shoulder.
You're 2 years older than me, right?
Hey
2
babe,
years older
I'm not
than
that old.
I'm not that.
So it's all about me today. Huh?
Yeah, it's
I'm
about you.
here for them. I'm
Oh
the
my
prop.
God, I
I'm the
remember
prop.
You represented your CC. I mean your school.
Yeah.
Yeah, the young. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we
No.
were-
Sugar
Ring a
Rush
bell.
sounds very familiar.
yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we're always in
Okay.
the junior categories.
Yes.
And it was Sugar Rush Crew for that's how I started.
Yeah.
And then after that I was in Slay Empire,
Right.
which was really cool also because
Love.
like I saw them competing in the adult category. And
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, I want to do that.
Yeah, yes,
And then
yes,
after
yes,
that,
yes.
like, when I was like 14, then I did Super 24 with them, and then they asked me to be in the crew, which I was like honored.
Nice.
Yeah, and then after that, I think after that I danced with like Andreas Chua with Limited Edition.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Andreas.
And yeah, I think that's
You have your
about
own
it.
crew right now.
Oh yeah, I have my own crew. We are called like Dolls. Also my name, like everything. Also my name.
It must be about you. Only girl in the world.
We love it.
Yeah. we must do a hashtag.
Yeah.
And then whoever like we feel like deserving of that T-shirt, we
We
give
give.
it. And you
will
should
get
be it.
the
Okay,
only
I'm
girl.
the first one.
Yeah,
I'm the first one.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
I'm the model promoting the shirt.
Yeah. Only girl in the world. Yes.
Eh, good idea, leh,
Yeah.
babe. Oh my god.
I will do it.
It's a business meeting already.
Watch out.
Oh my god. So besides all these crews that you have like danced with, or like choreographers that you have danced with, right? I also understand that you also dive into TikTok content as well.
Yes.
How's that for you? Like, how did you decided to start on TikTok content?
Honestly, when TikTok, like before everyone was on TikTok and
Yes.
it first started, I was like, oh my god, I'm never ever doing a TikTok. You'll never. Yeah,
You are
you'll-
one of those people that say
Yeah.
that you won't.
And
Okay.
this was really, really early, like way before COVID lah.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
And I
okay.
was like, oh my god, because it shifted from Musically to TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was like,
Exactly.
okay, I don't
Yeah.
need it. And all at the point, whatever I was seeing, I felt like it was cringe. Now I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do it. You'll never catch me doing a TikTok. And then slowly, I think I did it with my friend, like for fun, like like just to like make fun, that kind.
Yes.
And then I had the app on my phone.
Yeah.
And when you have the app on your phone, you are doom scrolling
Scrolling.
every day.
Yes,
And then I'm
yes.
like, wait, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah, so I just started doing videos for fun, obviously not thinking that I want to make it my career.
Yes.
Because I always thought like, dance also was going to be my career.
That's right.
So then I just did videos for fun, like seriously. And then I feel like I did videos with my girlfriends, like my best friends.
Yeah.
And that's when we like started blowing up. Oh my god, my phone is not on silent.
It's okay. She is a busy. Yeah.
But actually, it's not even notification. It's like on the app, the
Ayo,
the
don't tell me
shopping
for that.
app.
Don't tell me for that.
Yeah, and then we started like our videos started like popping up on the Singapore FYP mall.
Yes.
And that's
Yeah.
when I was like, oh
Yes,
my god,
yes.
like this is a thing, and like you know you blow
Yes.
up, and then
Correct.
yeah, people see you, and then yeah, and then here and there sometimes like you know you meet people outside and they're like, oh my god, I saw you on TikTok, and I'm like, what? I'm like, and even up to this day I still find it very weird. I'm like, really?
Right.
And then yeah, when they ask me am I a TikTok, I just be like, yeah, I guess I do
Yeah.
TikTok.
I don't know. I guess.
I guess.
Because it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's like yeah, I'm on TikTok. Yeah, you know me. It's so weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's when I was like okay. Yeah, and then I feel actually it was only very recent that I really like made it like made sure that I did TikTok more constantly and
Okay.
made like actual like content and like try to like figure out what my audience likes, which of my videos
yes.
like really like you know full on like went in the insides of TikTok.
Yes.
Right.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Actually, this whole TikTok algorithm also, you have to play a lot with it, right?
No, even
Like
until now, I
the
don't get it.
timing on to
Yes,
post and all that.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
like your routine? Like what time, what day? You know,
Girl.
because I know maybe different people got different styles, lah.
Yes.
Yeah, what
But I
works
feel
for you?
TikTok, because especially like you know when you film TikToks, you have like a lot of drafts, you have a lot of videos
Yes.
in one
Yes,
day.
yes.
Yes.
And if I were to like schedule what time, I would never post it. I'll procrastinate. And yeah, so for
Yeah.
TikTok, I'll really just post whenever.
Ah.
Yeah, whenever I feel like, and really I don't know the algorithm. So
Yeah.
for me really like to be real, it's like ups and downs like TikTok.
Yes.
Sometimes my video can get like 10 likes. Sometimes it'll be like blowing up.
Yes.
But that's TikTok.
That's true.
So I just
okay.
hope for the best.
Yes.
Let God decide.
Yes. Yes.
Right,
Oh
right.
my god. I think I just remember Dini from TikTok. It's
Right.
just so like I love your content. So let's say if someone wants to start posting content,
Yes.
what advice would you have to give them?
Wow.
Oh my
advice.
God.
Yeah.
love.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you didn't want to do TikTok,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
This platform,
yeah.
like, nah,
not for me. Not for
touching
me.
I think first of all, just be your true self because
Yes.
there's so many people on the internet already.
Yes.
So I also feel like be yourself because you're individual. So it's not gonna be replicated.
That's right.
So be your true self. Don't have to like try to be someone else or what.
Yes,
Yeah,
girl.
I think people will want to see authenticity. I think that's the main
Yes.
thing.
Right.
Yeah. Even with me,
Yes.
when I became more authentic or like just crazier.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what people like to see, and that's like
Yeah.
that's what draws the people in.
Right.
Yeah. So
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
yeah, be yourself, and yeah, I guess there's no right time to start.
Yep.
And then even until now, it's like I don't even feel like it's the right time. It's just you just have to just do it.
Mm.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Ah.
Love it.
Love talk.
Yes.
No,
love that.
I want to go a totally different direction.
Okay.
Right? Because a lot of our guests have spoken about. I mean, we had a guest who spoke about social media engagement, and then we had guests who spoke about singing, dancing, and so on and so forth. But none of our guests have went into this thing called the ballroom scene.
Yes.
You're the
You're the
first.
first, you know.
Yes,
You
yes,
are
yes.
the
Our
first.
podcast.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Love.
Right.
Love,
So,
love, love.
do you represent any house?
Yes, I'm in the Kiki House of Kasikan in Singapore.
Beautiful.
We're the first trailblazing. We're the trailblazing and the first house, Kiki House in Singapore.
Nice.
ballroom.
Nice.
Wow.
So, can you maybe explain to the kids out there or the audience out there what does a house consist of?
Okay, so a house consists of a mother, a father, and the children. And the children are like my sisters and my brothers. And if you're like, oh, what a house, like, oh, rumah.
Yes.
Well,
Really
Love.
rumah.
Literally.
Translation.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
like it's actually like I mean there's a lot of history in voguing. So it started in like New York, and houses were a thing because it was actually like people were abandoned and left on the streets
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of being gay,
Yes.
being ostracized by their parents. So they were like on the streets.
Yeah.
And then prominent figures like the mother and father of the house would like see these homeless kids on the streets, and they're all very young, like
Yes.
yeah, on the streets. And they're all like queer and black mainly at that point of time. So that's when the mothers and fathers would like pick them off the streets and be like, oh, let me house you. Let me give you a shelter. And then
Yes.
you'll be in my house and I'm your parent. And then that's when the parents would also push them to walk balls and stuff.
Yes.
But it's also not just about balls then. It was actually like life and death. Yeah, so it's really about
Oh
like
my
having
God.
a roof over
Yes.
the kid's head.
Yeah.
So that's how the whole house, mother, father thing came about. But in Singapore, we are privileged. Actually,
Yes.
a lot of places in the world, we are privileged. And
Yes.
we don't face like we still face it obviously, but like not to that extent.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
in Singapore, it's more of like the sense of family, the sense of having like a safe
A
space with
safe
your
space, yeah.
yes,
Yes.
having
A
the
support,
bond,
the
a
support.
support, yes, the
Mm.
support. Because I mean, some of our parents also, like
Yes.
yeah. So having that is like nice and good enough, and
Yes.
and obviously through that we also walk balls in the name of our house.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is essentially the house is a chosen family.
Yes.
Right.
But that's the
Nice.
best way to put it.
Yeah, that
It's
is so
a
nice.
chosen
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Now, so tell me a bit more about what happens in a ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, this I'm curious.
typically, right, when you say ballroom, you will hear people say, "Oh yeah, the couple dance," and then
Yeah,
they
yeah,
walk.
yeah,
Oh,
classic,
yeah,
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 yeah.
Princess.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
the
yes.
waltz.
So princess, eh?
Princess. Important, babe.
Of course,
We still princess,
we
babe.
the
We are-
dress.
Yes. Princess important.
Princess important. Okay.
All right, so tell us what happens in a ball and what is it all about?
Yes.
Okay, so ballroom started, just a safe space for the black and queer people. Mainly the black trans women started it.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's in ballroom there's a lot of categories, and you walk different categories. And
Okay.
like for me,
But what is
also,
a walk?
Yeah.
okay, when I say walk a category, that means you just like join that category. That you
Okay.
compete in that category.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's different categories like runway.
Uh-huh.
Obviously the most popular one, voguing. But even in voguing, there's different types of voguing. There's
Legit, ah.
There's
Yes.
like Old
Oh,
Way.
wow.
There's
Oh.
Vogue Femme, which is what y'all see always.
Yes,
on
yes, yes.
TikTok. Yeah.
Yes.
Vogue Femme, and then now the newest one is New Way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New
But
Way.
okay.
Vogue Femme wasn't the one that was like started. It was Old Way at
Old Way.
first. Old Way.
Right.
And Old Way is like posers,
Yes,
lines.
lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
lines,
was actually
yes.
to replicate like Vogue posers.
Yeah.
Because our people, our community were not getting booked on the runway.
That's right.
So they wanted to create their own version of like being
Beautiful.
models and stuff. Yeah. So that's when they did it
Yes.
at the balls. And then from there there was more femininity added, and then there's Vogue Femme.
Yeah.
And then now
Yes.
there's like all the contortionists, the very flexible girls.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
now New Way is like voguing, but like just contortionists that you think
Contortionist.
contortionist.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what
Oh.
Dinesh is basically saying is that indeed always, right? It's more on lines, poses,
Yes.
right? And then what was the other one? Sorry.
Vogue Femme.
Vogue
Vogue Femme. Vogue Femme is very feminine, so you see a lot of the tap tap
Yeah,
tap tap.
It's
very-
got like
crap.
Yeah.
okay.
Ah.
Right? And then there is the new way, which you will see a lot of flipping, bending. Suddenly the head on the
Yes.
ground, the leg in the air.
Oh, Aim lah. Aim style, no.
I think I'm
Of course, no. Of course, no. Aim.
Don't like that. You guys watch out. You don't anyhow, are you?
He will join you lah.
Magnolia.
Rebels. One more time, the rebels must be pronounced this way. Rebels. So one more time. Magnolia Rebels.
You better be scared.
So Dinesh, carry on.
All right. So all right. So you're saying that's basically in walking a category in voguing, right? What other
Yes.
categories are there? Runway,
So
voguing.
runway, voguing, there's like fashion categories.
Love.
Honestly, runway is one of them, but fashion
Love.
categories could be like fashion killer, where you like really dress up. There's even bazaar. Bazaar is basically like according to the theme of the runway, the theme of the category, you can't look like a human. The moment if you look like a human, you'll be chopped.
Chopped.
Yeah.
Okay, what is
Oh,
a chop?
ew, chop.
What is
Oh
a
my
chop?
god,
Okay.
I feel like a lot of new things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
No,
love, I
it's
love.
a lot. It's
I
like
love,
so
I
many
love, I
things.
love.
Baby,
Okay.
I'm so proud. You got all of your facts right. Very proud of you, darling.
Thank you.
Okay.
So a chop is basically like so it's either tense or a chop. So a chop is basically you get out. Yeah.
Like
but
out.
but that's only for the first round.
Mm.
So that's like your audition round. So you first time, then the judges will see is it a tense or it's chop. If it's a tense, then you go to the back before your battle rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if it's a chop, you just leave. And
Okay.
the scary thing is every judge, let's say there's like 10 judges. 9 judges can give you 10s. If it's one judge give you a chop, it's a chop.
Legit.
It's not majority, it's crazy.
That
It's
is
either a
brutal
chop
leh.
or your tens.
Yeah.
So you will hear the
Very
chanter or the
brutal.
host, right, will say, "Yeah, stands across the board."
Yeah,
Y'all-
stands across
y'all
the board,
heard
yes.
in
Ah.
J-Lo's
Correct.
J-Lo's song, right?
Yes.
Tens across the board,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
means that you pass that runway.
Wow.
You
get
pass
all
your
10
audition.
score.
Yeah.
So if you have 5 judge there, 10 judge there, 6 judge, whatever it is, everybody has to give you a 10. Then you go through to the next round.
Oh, wow.
Eh, brutal.
It's
tau.
brutal.
Yeah.
And
Life has never been easy.
I'm gonna put that here. Life has never been easy.
Love it, tattoo. Wow.
And not just that, I am.
You are something.
Wow.
Right.
Someone's
So
gonna quote Aim. Huh?
right. I want to quote too. I want someone to quote my tattoo. No,
I know someone.
Hey, moving on.
The person was here yesterday.
Moving on. Oh my god, moving on.
Oh my
Oh my god, that's a good one.
Doakan yang baik-baik lah.
Okay,
I mean.
the episode won't be uploaded in sequence, so people won't know.
Thank
Guys,
God.
But y'all can comment down below. Who y'all
Yes.
think it is.
Shit. Anyway, okay. So I'm very happy that you got all of your facts very correct, right? No, okay. So after the first round, what then happens?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then it's like a normal dance battle. So then the commentator, the host will call you out and like, oh, I want
Okay.
you to battle. Or even if you feel frisky that day, you can be like, oh, I want to battle you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I mean, it's like, at the end of the day, it's all just ballroom. It's all on the floor. There's,
Yes.
It just all happens there. Outside
Yeah.
of it, you're like, oh,
Love,
yeah.
yeah.
But on the bottom stage, you're like,
I want to know, like, when you guys battle for ballroom, because like dance battles are
Different,
different,
yeah.
right? So how does it work for ballroom? Like, you guys also like come
Is that like
face to
the
face,
judges do
like
that?
that, or like how? Yeah.
So so once you get your 10 to stand aside and then they call you. Sorry.
You would
You
like to
can
take a
drink.
drink?
Hydrate,
Oh, you
babe.
can
Hydrate,
drink.
now.
Hydrate yourself.
Yeah, lubricate the throat. Now rate the bitch.
Which one?
Oh my god! I think part 2 you need to read all of us.
Yeah.
But actually, I'm reading book, you know.
Okay, let's go there.
So yeah, and then the judges will be at the end of the runway most of the time.
Okay.
Sometimes it's most of the time it's at the back, so
Okay.
the audience are looking at the judges.
Okay,
And then
okay.
you're just voguing towards the judges. Yeah, and I mean you can
okay.
just use the whole runway lah. You can
Okay.
yeah, you can. You don't have to technically face them. You can just do whatever, and then after that, they will go one by one judges, and then they'll be like, okay, the one on the right, okay, the one on the right, 2, 3, that kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
one by one from the judges.
Yeah, one by one.
Oh wow.
I mean,
Different,
actually, it depends on how the person
Organize.
organize the ball. They could just be like, okay, judges, who do you know, and then they all pick. But most of the time, I think they're like one by one. Okay, who? Yeah.
Oh, different. Okay.
Yes. Got it? Got
Yes, sir.
it?
Yes.
Got it.
Y'all got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all clock that
Got
tea.
it.
Yeah.
How was it? How was your experience doing your first ballroom? And when was
Girl, this.
this? Let's talk about it.
I was seen. I
wow.
was underage.
Hello, police. Underage, ah, this
We
one.
don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but I say myself.
It's okay. Yeah.
No, and then I honestly didn't even know what I was doing. I had very little knowledge also, and I only walked like face. So there's also a face category where you just like serve and sell your face.
Tell them
Okay.
what is serving and selling your face.
Serving and selling his face is just serving is obviously serving like yes, but
That's a
selling your
serve,
face
yeah.
is literally like selling it to the judges, like showing them,
Yes.
oh my jawline, oh my lips, oh my eyelashes, my
Wow.
teeth,
I
like
didn't
every
know you
single
sell
thing
it.
on your face,
Oh.
yeah,
Yes.
and yeah, you just sell it to the judges, and like you don't have to like have the best face. It's not saying that you need to like literally look like supermodel and 100%. It's just your confidence.
Your confidence.
Okay.
Selling your confidence and just letting the judges know that you have it.
Yes.
Love
So
that.
okay, if
I
you
think I can do it well.
right?
Hey.
If
Can
you
start.
if you ever see like any form of like what do you call that ballroom, right? If you're selling face, right, you will see some of them doing is
Yeah.
that's them
Nice.
selling their teeth. My
Hey, the
teeth
camera
is
there, you want to zoom
like-
like, or not?
Oh, okay.
Hey!
because that teeth is perfect.
Yeah.
Right? So some of them would walk and then they will carry like a pair of big shades and then like
Take it. Wow. Yes, darling.
so that, right? So they're selling that, oh, I've got beautiful eyes. Right?
Oh,
And then
wow.
and you will always see this.
The nose
Right?
like what?
My nose is perfect.
Oh.
Get it? So that's selling it to the judges.
This is a category also.
It's a face
It's a
category.
face category.
category.
Oh,
Wow.
So
Eh,
there are many categories, like what Dinesh said, right? There are many categories. There's face, there's body, there's what do you call that? Femme, and then there is masculine, right? Realness. There's many categories, and of course, organizers get to actually come up with their own categories.
Oh, legit.
wow.
ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
as in we can like
Wow.
choose which categories you want to have at the ball lah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
started off with
A lot.
face.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So
How
I
was
walked
it?
face. So sorry. I keep like going everywhere.
It's okay.
Oh,
We
that's fine,
also.
babe. We get it.
So I started with face, and I really didn't know what to do. My father, Irzi Kasikan, shout out Irzi,
Yes,
Shout
baby.
out.
who was also I met him through Slay Empire.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So and then after that, I just walked, and I was
just
like so
walked it.
small among all these big people. I
Okay.
was like, But I just did it. Like once I'm on the runway, I'm like, okay, lock in.
Yeah.
And then,
Love
and
it.
then I went and
Tense
then
across the bar.
yeah, it was tense across the board, and I kept going through the rounds.
Mm.
But sometimes when I watch back, I cringe because I was like, normally you serve the face, it's the judges, serve it to
Yeah.
the judge.
Yeah.
I was like going to the audience, doing this to the audience with the judge there.
Oh.
Yeah, but thank God I caught up, and
Yeah,
then,
and then-
I kept getting like picked in the battles.
But
and I
do you
was
know
like,
why? Do you know why the judges picked you though?
I don't know. I knew I was throwing a lot of shade and like
Yeah,
a lot
that's-
of gimmicks and all
You're
that.
you're reading them. You're
Yeah,
reading
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
competitor.
yeah.
That's one.
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
two, you're not only selling it to the judges. You're also selling it to the audience. So when the room loves you, the judges will be like, "There must be something special about this kid." Yeah.
I didn't say that way.
You can become judge, no? Really.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tao Yu, for giving.
I am what you call an elder. Okay? Yes.
Yeah, we agree.
An elder.
How old are you?
22.
Lie. Editor, the real number.
As usual.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah,
so
and then I made it to the semi-finals.
Okay.
Nice.
I made it to the final battle.
nice.
And it was with this dancer also. Her name is
Yes.
Oh,
she's
Krisha.
stunning. Yeah.
My goodness,
Me
she's
competing with her, she's already naturally stunning. And the last battle also, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I think I was so nervous. I just buang anything. she walked in. Yeah, she walked in front. She already selling face to the judge. I'm still at the back walking slowly.
taking my time.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? And I mean, I didn't also expect to get there. So even getting there was already a win for me.
Yeah.
And it's my
Nice.
first it's my first runway ever.
Everybody
Nice.
claps for Dinesh.
So then, yeah, obviously
Wow.
she won, and but like that, yeah, that was already crazy for me.
Love it.
And that
Love
also
it.
taught me of like what ballroom was. Yeah, that was my first ball, so I also was
Yes.
very clueless.
Yeah.
I was just watching, and I was still didn't process any of it.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
until now, I'm still learning because like wow, I was explaining to you, there's so many things in ballroom, and it's like so many like subcategories.
Correct.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Out of all the subcategories, right? Which ones are your like top pick?
Okay, like
Yeah.
the categories
Yeah.
I walk the most.
Correct.
I would say runway definitely. European runway. So European
Okay.
runway is the more feminine one.
Okay.
American is masculine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
European runway.
I love it when he said masculine, he looked at me, I'm like,
A representation.
No, I want to look at everyone. So European runway, Vogue Femme, face, but also not. I don't know. Nowadays, face is always like no makeup, and always
serious?
Hey, legit?
Yeah, just sometimes it's like they ask for no makeup. Like
Oh,
the theme of it, you can't have
didn't
makeup.
know.
Yeah,
so
And most-
natural.
Yeah, and most of the time it's always like that. And sometimes the categories is either male figure or female figure. And I'm very femme presenting, so
Yes.
I don't apply to both. I feel.
Mm.
Yeah, so I can't really. Yeah, so I just like I'd rather not walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand, yeah.
But I would love to walk face. So normally it's like European runway, Vogue Femme, face. I don't know if I'm missing anything. Oh, Sex Siren.
Yes.
So
What's
it's like
that?
Sex
Siren,
what?
Sex
Sex siren.
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 So
It sounds so sexy, but it's
it
really.
is sexy.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Which
So
one
those
is
are the
it?
categories that happen like at the end of the ball. It's like the after dark moments.
Yes.
Love.
Where all the children, the young one below
Go home
16,
already.
I see.
go back. Mother and father going to walk.
Yeah,
Ah.
though. And like they will be like, I mean, this is for the privacy of people because sometimes people live two different lives also, right? So this is a
Yes.
safe space. So sometimes they'll be like, everyone in the ball. Not sometimes, like most of the time, they'll be like, everyone in the ball. Okay, now there's no videotaping. Yeah.
wow.
Love.
Because
Yeah.
sex siren is
Love,
really
love.
like you are
Respectful,
selling
huh?
sex.
You're bare.
Selling sex, and you don't have to
Yes.
be naked, but just selling sex.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yes.
in lingerie
Yeah.
or a thong, like
Yeah.
people. Yeah. So you're
Like
basically
how you do it.
naked.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
In another way to put it, right,
Uh-huh.
it's like prostituting yourself.
Ow!
But I mean to generalize
us,
it, but it's not
okay,
in
yeah.
that manner.
Yeah.
Because you see when Dinesh is sharing, right, you're selling sex.
Yes.
You're selling like, I am
Sex
hot. I am
appeal.
freaking. When somebody sees you, you're like,
Chance across the bar.
Only girl
in the world.
anyway, moving on to
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
No, not moving on. Just now we put 10. He never put anything. It's a chop, sorry.
Sorry, what's
You
the
have put no.
what's the
Magnolia.
sign? What's the
Oh,
sign?
it's
The
a
chop
chop.
is like this.
It's a
Guys,
chop.
we have it.
Did you just chop me?
No. I still knew.
I think
I'm new to this.
He want to see more. He want to see more.
But yes, so that's basically like selling sex. It's called sex siren, right? So what
wow.
Dinesh is saying is normally at that point of time, it's just the judges and the contestants and that room, but the outside world is not gonna see that.
Yeah.
You have to be there
So
to
it's a
see.
private-
Yes.
Ah, okay. really?
love
Is it no
it,
recording?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
recording.
yeah.
No,
no
because they
recording
don't
also.
want you see as queer people, right, they're already misjudged by the community. So why the committee make that decision of no filming and stuff like that
Yeah.
is to further protect, because you see, if you see a queer person doing that kind of thing, see lah, correct what, this kind of people
Okay.
very
Yes.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's-
Understand.
Yes.
And-
Watch your words.
Ay.
Watch your
Okay.
mouth.
Kejut sia aku.
I said, which man was that? It's a for
Thank
fun.
you, Toy.
sir.
Thank you, Tom. Okay.
Right. Okay. So you're
Okay,
saying
okay,
about
okay.
Sex Siren.
Yeah, yeah, it's just to protect our privacy lah, and
Correct.
also I
I
guess it's just
agree.
easier, yeah, for everyone, and they
Yeah.
can feel safe, they can feel comfortable.
That's
you
right.
know. And there's another category also called body, which is very similar, but body is really selling your body. So it's like face, but like this is body.
Body.
So selling your
Yes.
body, and anyone can walk. Yeah, just sell your body, but also there's like male figure, female figure. So if you present as a female, you walk female figure.
Correct.
And then,
Correct.
yeah.
But to not confuse, body doesn't necessarily mean you need to have freaking abs and chest.
Yeah.
I have seen in Brooklyn, right? The ball. This guy is big in size. He's basically, in Singapore terms, we will call it fat.
Okay.
Right? But the way there's no, I'm not talking about you, baby. You are just cute.
Just now I saw your eye contact.
You're just cute. But anyway, so this guy is bigger in size, right? But the way he sold his body on that runway, every freaking living creature in that
I
room
love-
ate it up.
Love.
Wow.
Ate it up like nobody's business. And
I
guess
think
what?
you can tau, babe.
And guess what?
I didn't even consider, but what's wrong?
I think she's a mother already lah.
You these two. And guess what? He actually snatched the trophy.
You see, I tell you, I have faith in you, babe.
And there were models on that runway, like
Yeah.
beautiful man body, and there's also of course.
interesting, yeah.
But this guy was just selling it like nobody's business. Everybody ate it up. Okay, tell them what is 8.
Eight is just basically another term. I think a newer term right now for slay.
Yeah.
Yeah, eight. So you ate that. You. How to explain?
Ooh.
Basically, you enjoyed it, you consumed it, and you like,
Oh.
wow.
That's
Yeah.
dictionary right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dictionary.
Elder.
You, wow, multi-talented. No,
I'm an
you.
elder.
Crazy
Yes.
This is
lah.
a lecturer, this one.
Actually, lecturer of the queer people.
Aiyo.
Not about. Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much what the ballroom scene is now. So when after walking that first category, right? What was your did you want to come back again with vengeance? Like, I want to be the face.
Okay, obviously for sure there's that, but I don't think I went into that with that energy. Yeah, maybe there was like 10% that feel me. I was like, I was so close. Maybe the next time I can win, that kind of thing. But the other thing was just like, oh my god, I want to walk. Like, I love how it felt being on that runway, how it felt being like the audience cheering for you and all that.
Yes.
So I was like, oh my god, I want to do this again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
Hey, okay, because like we have spoken to a drag queen before, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I want to know like how different it is from preparing for a ballroom and like preparing for like
Drag.
a drag.
Drag.
Yeah, how different is it?
Thanks for asking that,
Yeah.
because a lot of people confuse the drag scene and ballroom scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
two separate things. It's very different.
Yeah.
And we all have different things that we're doing if you're doing drag and ballroom. But
Yes.
obviously, drag can exist in ballroom, obviously.
Yes,
Drags
of
are
course.
welcome in ballroom.
Yeah.
But it's
And
two
ballroom
different
also is
things.
welcome in drag. Both
Yes,
ways.
of course. Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
intertwined.
But I feel like
scene.
even like ballroom in drag, it be done properly. Because
Yes.
nowadays,
Yeah, I
it's
understand.
done anyhow. And when it's done anyhow, that's called no-ging.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
What?
No-ging.
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 Yeah.
No-ging.
So no-ging
Yes.
is basically like when you just, like what you see on the internet, you're like, oh, yes, and then you blah, 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 and then you anyhow do.
Oh, no
Yeah.
gang.
Yeah, basically it's
Oh.
appropriating a culture, because I said ballroom has so much of
Yes, it's a lot of
it's
yeah,
a lot,
a lot
and
of
deep
yeah,
rooted
yes,
with like
correct.
rich traditions and
Yes.
culture.
Yeah.
So for you to just see and be like, oh yeah, like some people would think, oh, it's not that deep lah, what the hell?
Yeah.
But it really is
It
because
is
of the
deep.
culture.
Yeah, it
it
is, it
has
is, it
it's
is.
so much importance and so much pain
Yeah.
that
Wow.
came here in the culture. So that is called no-ging. So
No
yeah.
ging, eh? Today we learned something
No-ging.
new.
New
No-ging.
vocabulary.
Yes.
Yes.
You think you're bulging? No,
No.
you're no ging.
Clock it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean both can exist in both.
I see.
But yeah, I feel like even because of mainstream media,
Okay.
a lot of people also like, because also let's say people who don't know anything about it,
Yes.
but what they see online can also confuse them.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and one main thing, like dip when you go out, you know.
Ah,
when the
yes,
person- yeah, it's
the-
called a dip,
yes.
but like because of mainstream media, a lot of people think it's called a death drop.
Death drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but those two are different, no?
I'm gonna blame one particular
Yeah,
show.
yeah, I have it in my head.
But let's move on.
Don't say.
I don't want litigations, huh?
Don't
But yes,
say.
But I mean, if you know, you know.
Yes.
But yeah,
it's not a death drop. It's called a dip.
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 Yeah.
Oh.
Your
Okay.
legs are pointed when you dip.
I'm learning so much.
Hello.
Okay, carry
You
on.
want to
Yeah.
try?
Wait.
The sassiness coming out already.
Let him carry on first.
You want to have
I am learning. Okay? Give me a chance to learn.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait.
Wait.
Ah, kan?
Dah kena kan?
Kak Bos coming out, Kak Bos. all right. So you're saying yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
wow.
so- Yeah, I think I wouldn't really know how much or what goes into preparing to do drag.
Yeah.
I've done it like once or twice,
Yes.
but also I'm not like a seasoned queen, and I have so much respect for this queen, so
Yeah.
I really don't know what they go through. I know they go through a lot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like very two different things. Yeah.
There are some similarities of the ballroom scene
Yeah.
and also the drag scene.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure, for sure.
That similarities, is something like this dance, and then there's so many different genres, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that applies
Yeah.
here, like from like
queer
the whole
scene,
queer scene,
yeah.
and then there is like the drag, the
Yeah.
ballroom scene, the corporate
Ah.
scene. There's so many other scenes.
So it's like an umbrella category lah.
Yes. So you will see queens that actually compete in balls. Say for example, most of the time when they compete is categories like bazaar, European runway, right? Because I'm femme, I'm walking, tap,
Yes.
right? And then bazaar because queens are generally supposedly the creative. They build things like
Yep.
costumes, crazy.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
So they would love to join that kind of categories, right? But of course, out of that, there are some queens who would maybe walk, say, example, Vogue Femme. They are in Queen, right? And they're just
Yeah.
like ta 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 ta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. So something like that.
Actually, yeah, they can actually walk anything. Like, cause if something like category would say open to all, OTA.
Yes.
So
Oh,
open to all, yeah,
OTA,
anyone
okay.
can walk. So they
Anybody
won't say
can
like,
walk,
male
yes.
figure or butch queen or female figure. They won't say that. It's just open to all, anyone.
Open to all.
Love.
Nice.
And actually,
Love
like you
it.
said, like drag queens walk bazaar, right? My
Yeah.
mother, Sophia Blas.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
shout
my
out Sophia!
Y'all may know her. She oh my god, girl. She always walks bazaar. She like will prep the last minute and somehow she'll come and snatch a trophy.
FYI,
Yes.
when I went for RuPaul's Drag Con, right? Sophia that made my dress.
Is it the white one?
No way.
Nice.
I knew Sophia when Sophia was a baby.
That's crazy.
And Sophia's mother, Gina Gemini,
Yes.
is actually my own classmate. And we grew up together.
Love
Oh my
it.
god. It just shows how old you are.
22.
Still 22.
Out of all that, that's why you took
that
off
is
it.
why I took
Wow.
away, yes.
Problem this one.
Don't. We need you, eh.
It's a selective hearing now.
Like, what can bring
Yeah.
him down? I love you. You know, right?
I know you. I
lah.
love you very much. But yes, so yeah, Sophia is amazing,
yes.
Oh my
amazing
God.
talent from crafting his
Yes.
own craft, like the costumes that he
Yes.
wears to the way he dances. Sophia dances also.
Yes.
And Sophia is an all-rounder queen, right?
Love.
In fact,
Mother.
yeah,
Mother.
she is. In fact, fun fact, my drag mother actually competed with her for Mother of the Year.
There's such thing?
Yes,
Mother of the year.
Mother
It
of
was
the Year.
hosted like 2 years ago.
Wow.
It's not a yearly thing, but it was the Calm Party
Ah.
by Salome. Yeah, she hosted it. And
Wow, got such thing. So interesting.
So
Like an
basic-
award.
Yeah, it's like an award. So mother figures, like remember just now we
The
talked about our
houses?
houses, right?
Yes.
So the mother figures compete. Now what happens in this competition is basically the mother will then bring their team or their family
Okay.
to,
Wow.
to showcase something.
Yes.
Oh.
Right. So I remember that year, for the first time ever as an elder lah, I call myself as an elder lah. I'm not proclaiming it, but I would say because of how long I've been in that scene, right?
Yeah.
Sophia's family, right? And my family, we went up. We were the top 2 family.
Oh my
Were you?
god.
Were you? The,
Yes, I
of
was
course.
there.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
We were doing this theme of because at that year, my sister Farah Shamrock lost her mother,
Oh dear.
and about a year before that, I lost my mother, my biological mother.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So that was the reason we did that theme where death occurred in a family.
Wow.
Yes, so we were just going
Interesting.
bam, 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 bam. But Sophia's family brought the tea down, man. And so we had to go against a battle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
The
you
final
were
two.
the
Yeah,
final
yeah.
two.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, pop, ta, Oh god,
It's WWE on stage, babe.
it was yes, it was literally. You imagine WWE,
Literally.
but a femme version of it, a bit more civilized, where there's no punching lah.
I see.
Yeah, so
And also
everybody's-
men in wigs lah.
Yes,
Man wig, man in skirt all on the stage.
I never wear. I never
Okay,
wear
sure.
skirt. I never. I
Just-
was androgyny. Yes.
Oh,
Intro what?
Androgyny.
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 Okay, come explain. Our
Explain,
new
teach
drag
me.
queen is to
Sorry.
learn.
Androgynous
New.
is like when you, I guess when you look, I guess you can.
Androgyny.
Yeah, like
right
when you
here.
can look like both a female and a guy.
Okay, maybe to put it in
Oh.
perspective, right? Like now, Dinesh.
Okay.
If you this is androgyny.
Ah,
You get what I
okay.
mean?
I think I get what you mean.
Yes, so it could be a female person, right? One that you know maybe born as a female, right?
Oi, oi,
And
oi.
then
Hey.
looking
Bruno
very
Mars, yol.
Mas Bruno.
looking very looking feminine with that mix of masculinity.
Yeah.
So it could be like I'm wearing a
see.
blazer jacket with a huge earring and a
Yeah.
pullback hat. and a
Love
pants.
the idea.
That can be androgyny,
Yes,
right?
Okay, I
And
get
then
what you mean.
On the other flip side, androgyny can also be something like, say
It's
for
not gonna
example, a male presenting person,
As a woman.
and then probably wears this floof top, right, with hot pants and a pair of boots,
Mhm.
right, and then he has got like a full blast makeup, but he's very manly.
I see.
That can be androgyny.
Okay, androgyny. Okay, nice.
Yes. Oh,
Not
Thank
bad,
you for the
right?
lesson.
Okay,
Hey.
new word.
Nampak tak
new
kan?
word.
Androgyny.
Hey.
The spelling all out, you know.
This is a Wheel of Fortune, you know.
So that is wow. It seems like we've been giving a lot of lessons, huh?
Yeah.
That's why we're here to teach the children.
Yes.
Say.
Thank you, Tao. Really, I
Yes.
feel like it's such an honor to have you here because like I feel like we really haven't had any ballroom like
Yes,
you
yes,
know
yes.
performance.
Crazy, I don't
So
know.
To explain it.
to
yeah.
have you because I have seen like some of my friends, some of like dancers and all that posting about ballroom,
Yes.
and I've always been curious because like oh my god, their outfit, their the way they serve and all that. I'm like, damn, what's this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
aura.
What's this?
Aura
Yeah,
is
the
something. Yeah.
aura,
I was gonna say like it's like I mean everyone puts in so much effort and
Yes.
knowing that
Yes.
you might not even win, but like we
Yes.
still because it's I guess they're not just doing it to win. It's
Yes.
just part of like they want to participate in it, celebrate it, and
Yeah.
also
It's a
just
creative
enjoy.
outlet too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like dance competitions also. Like,
Exactly.
We put so much into it, knowing that maybe
maybe
we'll not win. Yeah.
exactly.
Invest like actual money and everything. It's crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Competitions are basically competitions.
Yeah.
Maybe if you can share with us, right? What are the challenges, right, that you have faced when you're trying to like break into the ballroom scene, like trying to create a name for yourself or
Oh.
something like that?
I think like obviously your own name, you need to like have a branding for yourself.
Yes.
So people will know you, like let's say like this and this will remind people of you. Or like
Yes.
just when they hear
Ah,
this
okay.
and that. And you just have
Yeah.
your own style obviously.
Correct.
So people will recognize you.
Correct.
So I think that is very important.
Mm.
And honestly I mean I didn't really think of this also, but
Yeah.
I think it's just obviously showing up
Mm.
at every function. You don't have to walk. You can still support.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to walk the ball and every time must compete. You don't have to. You can just support. You can show your support in different ways also.
Love.
Yeah, so I
Love
think
it.
that is also how you make a name for yourself. You can't
Yeah.
just appear in one and then
Yeah.
expect people to know you. Yeah.
Wow,
I don't think
actually.
I don't think that's what I did also because like the first ball I went, it's not then after that it's not like I just disappeared, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not just ballroom, like the events.
Yeah.
It's like behind that there are sessions, Vogue sessions
Yes.
with the community,
Uh-huh.
or Vogue classes,
Yes.
or taking classes from overseas instructors that come.
Yeah.
And like I said, doesn't everything have to be like dancing or whatever? It's just like meeting up with those people
Yes,
also.
yes,
yes.
Love it.
It's just it's how you contribute to the community lah, I think.
You need to contribute to the community.
Yes,
That is
of
very
course.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so
True,
much
true.
for sharing that.
my
I think we
honor.
still have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
I think for now, let's just take a short break.
Yes. Part
Okay.
one.
Yes, please.
Part one. Chop. Okay.
Why? Can you please use it in a sentence?
Yes. Okay, guys. We're gonna chop part one right now. Okay, we're gonna go to part two in a bit. Get some water, hydrate yourself, get some snacks.
Yes.
Because for the next segment, we are going to do a video review.
Yep.
We're gonna play a game with our
Okay.
Dinesh, and we're gonna chat a little bit more.
Are we chatting more?
Doll, you can.
don't
You
like that,
still
love it.
can.
Chatting more?
Yes.
Right,
See
catch
you
you
guys
guys
later in part
Part
2.
two.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Don't call it a comeback. Back, 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 back. My mama said knock you out.
The All Speaks Podcast.